Hello, you beautiful sewage rats. Welcome to a new video. Today's upload is gonna be different for a lot of different reasons. First off, the obvious, the dreaded text-to-speech voiceover. I know it's bad, but please bear with me here. I still need time to fix my microphone since my dad moved my PC into my room. So in the meantime, you get this nice British robot lady.
Psych, you get this American text-to-speech instead. I don't like the British lady. With that said, let's get on to the good stuff, shall we? Today's video is gonna be an art program review, with today's not sponsor, Autodesk Sketchbook. Ugh, how lifeless. Anyways, where were we? Oh yes, Autodesk Sketchbook. What are my opinions on the app? Well, for one, I think it's pretty neat. It has all the things that a proper art program needs, plus it's free. How could you not like something that's free? It has a bountiful selection of brushes. Oh, feel free to go ham with that. It's just the right amount of brushes. There's a lot to choose from, and it's not overdoing it. Another thing that is really neat about this application is the use of color balance. Because of it, I am able to tweak my colors and achieve a result that I am quite pleased with. The layer blending modes are alright, I suppose. Sure, it's a little limited, I admit. However, the essential blending modes are still there. What are those blending modes, you may ask? Well, the multiply for the shading, the overlay for whatever I want the colors to be, and of course, the lighting layers add or glow. And lastly, this is more of a me thing, but I like how when you open the app key, you are immediately directed to the last art piece you worked on, which, by the way, helps a whole lot with my motivation, because I have this issue with feeling frustrated when I see a lot of whips, so being directed to just one whip is a godly feeling. Now onto my criticisms towards the application. First and foremost, the lack of layer clipping. I actually found out that it's a paid feature, so rip, I suppose. For beginner artists that have no clue as to what I mean, a clipping layer is a layer that does as follows. Pretty neat, am I right? It plays a really big role when it comes to shading and lighting your artworks. That's why it's very much important. But blues? Why? Are your artworks fully shaded and rendered? Well, I have countered the shading issue. As for the lighting, I have to manually erase the shit that goes over the line art. Here, have a quick demo of things since it is a pretty easy issue to fix. First, I duplicate the layer, and then with the use of the transparent lock, I can color the entire duplicated layer with white. Now that I'm done doing that, I use the multiply layer and then boom, problem solved. After that, I just switch to color white whenever I want to erase some stuff that I don't like, since erasers don't work on transparent locked layers. Anyways, another issue that I have with this application is the fact that their bucket tool doesn't seem to work like it's supposed to. It always fills up the entire canvas, and it irks me to no end. And if you've noticed my speed paint in the background, I have to go over and color everything inside the line art myself. Kinda whack. This may not be an issue for you, you diligent ducky. Go on and do the hard work if it pleases you, sweetie. However, in my own personal opinion, this is just more work and it takes longer for me to finish my artwork. A piece like this would normally take me 45 minutes to finish, and yet, due to the dysfunctional bucket tool, it took me 1 hour and 5 minutes to finish this. Time is precious, my children. That extra 20 minutes could be spent on naps and half of another artwork for me. Moving on, there is also an issue when it comes to saving or exporting your artwork. For example, I would like to save a copy of this artwork to my gallery so I can post it on various art sites. The issue is that every time I do this, the image isn't as sharp as it was in the program. In short, the quality is fricked bad. 144p type of beat. Not to mention the fact that, every time I try to rename a pic whenever I save, it would save to copies of the image, one of which I can never post anywhere. For some reason, it's a bit confusing. I tried to search up ways to fix the quality issue, but the only thing they gave me is that I have to go fix the resolution thingy in the preferences. And so I did. But I checked twice and I still couldn't find whatever they mean by edit, so perhaps it's another paid feature? So, what's good? Well, to start off, here's a list of things for you to read. You done? No. Feel free to pause, I suppose. Anyways, moving on to some things about the app key that irks me. That's it. That's all I have to say for the pros and the cons. Feel free to pause and reread if you'd like. I don't mind. After all that was listed, what do I think? Well, I would definitely recommend Autodesk for artists. Beginner or not, this program is very good. Yes, it's true. It has some limitations. However, those limitations can be broken if you think outside of the box. Truth to be told, I moved over from ibispaint to Autodesk. Not that ibispaint is a bad program. I think it's cool too. However, my motivation plummeted, and it just bummed me out. So that's why I moved over to Autodesk. All in all, I give this a 9. Please make clipping mask a free feature out of 10. But what say you? What do you think? Is Autodesk the program you're looking for? Feel free to comment down below. Or if you'd like, you can recommend to me some programs you'd like for me to review. That's all for today, my precious Switch rats. Thank you for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next one.